Welcome back, coin lovers, treasure hunters, and history enthusiasts. Today's journey takes us deep into the world of American coinage, where every small detail, every tiny letter, and every shining surface can hide a secret worth more than gold. We are going to explore the story of the United States of America Washington quarter dollar, minted in the year 1995 with the very special D mint mark. At first glance, it looks like just an ordinary quarter. You've probably held hundreds of them in your hand while paying for groceries, grabbing a soda from a vending machine, or counting out change at the end of the day. But here's the fascinating truth: sometimes, what seems ordinary hides extraordinary value. And in the case of the 1995 D Washington quarter, that value is enough to change a life. Let's start with the history. The Washington quarter was born in 1932, designed to celebrate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the nation's first president. It replaced the standing Liberty quarter and quickly became a symbol of American pride. Over the decades, it has gone through different designs and special editions, but that iconic profile of George Washington on the front has remained a constant. Now, fast forward to 1995. The Denver Mint, one of the most important minting facilities in the United States, was hard at work producing millions upon millions of quarters. The D mint mark, found just to the right of Washington's ponytail, identifies coins that came from Denver. For most people, a 1995 D quarter was nothing special, just a coin to spend, lose, or forget in a drawer. But here's where the story gets exciting. Among the countless coins minted, there are always a few that stand out. Some are struck with unusual errors: maybe the die slipped, maybe the press struck twice, or maybe the details didn't line up perfectly. Others are minted so sharply and preserved so perfectly that they look untouched by time. These coins are the gems that collectors dream about. Think about it. Every coin has been through hands, pockets, wallets, and vending machines. Most are scratched, worn, and dull by now. But if you find one that never entered circulation, one that has been protected in pristine condition, you're holding something far rarer than a simple piece of change. Collectors spend years, sometimes entire lifetimes, hunting for these treasures. They search through rolls of coins, estate sales, and online auctions, always hoping to discover that one piece that everyone else overlooked. And when it comes to the 1995 D Washington quarter, the right coin can spark unbelievable excitement. Now let's talk about grading, because condition is everything in the coin world. A quarter that's been circulating for years might only be worth its face value, 25 cents. But take that same coin in mint state condition, graded at the very highest level by professional experts, and suddenly you're looking at a piece that belongs in a museum or a high-end private collection. The shine, the luster, the sharpness of every detail, these are the qualities that transform a common coin into a priceless treasure. And let's not forget about error coins. Imagine a quarter struck slightly off-center, with parts of the design missing, or a quarter that shows doubling in the letters and numbers. These rare mistakes from the minting process create unique pieces that no one can replicate. Each error coin tells a story of what went wrong on that minting day, and for collectors, that uniqueness is worth a fortune. So why does the 1995 D Washington quarter stand out so much? It's a combination of rarity, demand, and beauty. Not every collector has one, not every collection can boast it, and the ones that exist in the finest condition are chased after with passion. Auctions have seen fierce bidding wars over these coins, with prices climbing higher than anyone could imagine for something that began its life as pocket change. Now picture this. Somewhere out there, maybe in your own house, maybe in a forgotten jar of coins, there could be a 1995 D quarter just waiting to be rediscovered. It might look like any other, but if it's in the right condition, it holds a secret. And here comes the moment you've been waiting for, the part that makes this story truly unbelievable. A 1995 Washington quarter with a D mint mark, when found in the rarest grade and condition, has reached the astonishing value of $40,000. That's right, what most people think of as spare change can, in fact, be a life-changing treasure. So the next time you come across a quarter from 1995, don't just toss it aside. Hold it up to the light. Look for the D mint mark. Study its shine, its details, and its quality. Because who knows? That small coin in your hand might just be worth more than you ever dreamed possible. Today, we are diving deep into the story of one coin that might look like an ordinary piece of pocket change, but in the right condition, it has shocked collectors and auctions with its unbelievable value. We're talking about the United States Washington quarter dollar from the year 1987 with the D mint mark. Now, before I reveal its secret, its rarity, and, of course, its jaw-dropping potential value, let's rewind the clock and understand where this coin comes from. The Washington quarter has a history that stretches back to 1932. It was introduced during the Great Depression, at a time when America was struggling, and people needed symbols of strength, stability, and unity. Who better to represent that spirit than George Washington, the nation's very first president? The design was created to celebrate his 200th birthday, and it quickly became one of the most iconic and trusted coins in American pockets. Fast forward to 1987. The world was different, pop music was booming, technology was slowly making its way into homes, and coins were still a daily necessity for everything from vending machines to payphones. The Denver Mint, which proudly marks its coins with the small letter D, produced millions of Washington quarters that year. These coins were shiny, fresh, and ready to circulate through the hands of millions of Americans, but here's where it gets interesting. Even though millions were made, not every coin is the same. Some were struck more sharply, with clearer details, showing Washington's profile with almost perfect precision. Some coins never even entered circulation. They were kept safe, untouched, and protected by collectors who knew that one day their patience might pay off. And then there are the rare minting errors, where mistakes during the striking process turned ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. Imagine this: you are counting your change after buying groceries, and you notice a quarter that looks just a little bit different. Maybe the shine catches your eye. Maybe the edges look sharper. You flip it over and notice the year 1987 and the D mint mark. To most people, it's just 25 cents. But to someone who understands coin values, this could be a golden opportunity. Now let's talk about the factors that make a coin valuable. First, condition. A coin that has been used for decades, scratched, and passed from hand to hand is rarely worth more than face value. But a coin that has been preserved in mint state, with no visible wear and full luster, is a completely different story. Collectors grade these coins on a scale, and the highest grades can transform their value from cents to thousands of dollars. Second, rarity. Even though millions of 1987 D quarters were minted, finding one in flawless condition, or with unique characteristics, is rare. And rarity is the magic word in coin collecting. The rarer the coin, the higher the demand. Third, demand. Some coins become more sought after because of their history, design, or stories told around them. Collectors are passionate people, and when demand rises for a specific year and mint mark, prices can skyrocket. And now, here's the heart-stopping part of the story. Some examples of the 1987 D Washington quarter have crossed into legendary territory in terms of price. While ordinary ones are only worth 25 cents, a select few in near-perfect condition, with flawless strike quality, have been known to fetch unbelievable sums of money at auctions. And one of the most outstanding examples of this coin has reached a mind-blowing value of $60,000. Yes, $60,000 for a coin that, at its face value, could only buy you a small pack of chewing gum. Think about that for a second. A coin that many people ignore, a coin that could be hiding in an old jar of change, a coin that might be lying at the bottom of a drawer, could be worth more than an entire brand new luxury car. That is the power of numismatics, the art of coin collecting. This is why coin collecting is often described as modern-day treasure hunting. Every time you check your pocket change, every time you look through a collection of coins, you might be seconds away from a discovery that could change your financial life. The thrill, the excitement, and the mystery are what make this hobby so addictive. Now I want you to imagine holding a coin like this in your hand. Imagine the weight of history, the story of where it has been, and the possibility that this simple piece of metal could open the door to opportunities you never expected. This is what makes the Washington quarter from 1987 D mint mark so special. The next time you receive change, don't rush to spend it without looking. Take a few moments to check the date, the mint mark, the shine, and the condition. Because one day, you might just discover that you're not holding 25 cents, you're holding a treasure worth $60,000. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating story of the United States Washington quarter dollar from the year 2021 with the letter P mint mark. At first glance, it may seem like just another modern coin that passes through millions of hands every single day. But the truth is, within the shine of this small piece of metal hides a tale of history, craftsmanship, and a surprising value that only the lucky few can ever imagine. Let's start at the very beginning. The Washington quarter has been one of the most iconic pieces of American currency since 1932, when it was first introduced to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the nation's very first president. Over the decades, the quarter has gone through countless design changes, from the traditional eagle reverse to the state quarters, the America the Beautiful series, and finally the more recent designs that continue to amaze collectors. Now, the coin in our spotlight today is no ordinary quarter. It is the 2021 Washington quarter struck at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the small letter P. Millions of quarters are struck every year in Philadelphia, yet not all of them are created equal. Some stand apart because of their condition, their errors, or the sheer rarity of the strike. And it is these small differences that transform a simple 25-cent piece into a treasure worth searching for. Collectors from around the globe have their eyes set on the 2021 quarters. Why? Because in the world of numismatics, details matter more than anything. A sharp strike, flawless surfaces, and untouched luster can elevate the value of a coin to unimaginable heights. Imagine holding in your hand something so ordinary yet so extraordinary at the same time, a coin that people use every day to buy a soda or a snack, but under the right circumstances, it becomes a prize that collectors would compete fiercely to own. The Philadelphia Mint, being one of the busiest in America, produces a staggering number of coins each year. Yet, with high demand and heavy production, small variations slip through the cracks, doubling on the lettering, unusual die marks, or an almost perfect condition that escapes wear. These are the features that collectors hunt for day and night. Now think about this: every single time you open your wallet or receive change at a store, you might unknowingly be holding a hidden gem. That 2021 quarter with the P mint mark might look common, but a sharp-eyed collector knows to look closer. Under magnification, the details come alive. The striking portrait of George Washington, the inscriptions, and even the shine of the coin can all reveal whether it belongs to the rare category or just the everyday kind, and here is where the magic truly lies. When a rare coin like this surfaces, the value skyrockets. Auction houses, private collectors, and passionate hobbyists are willing to pay astonishing amounts for that one coin that stands above the rest. It becomes not just a piece of money, but a piece of history, a collectible, and even an investment. Now, after taking you on this journey, it's time to reveal the most incredible part. A 2021 Washington quarter from the Philadelphia Mint has been known to reach an unbelievable price when in exceptional condition. Hold your breath, because that price is $6,000. If you enjoyed this story and you're excited about learning more hidden secrets behind coins that look ordinary but are secretly worth fortunes, then make sure you hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more exciting discoveries. Stay curious, keep hunting, and remember, the next coin you find could be your golden ticket.